Packed my truck at 6 a.m. on a cold October day. Left the keys beneath the mat, didn't have much else to say. Mama standing on the porch with coffee in her hand said, "Boy, that highway's long and wide, but does it lead to where you planned?" I said, "I don't know, but I can't stay in the same zip code forever. Every time I close my eyes, I see a different kind of weather." She just nodded, wiped her eyes, said, "Call me when you land." I drove away with $40 and nothing but a plan. The radio was playing something I had never heard before, a voice that sounded like the future knocking hard against my door. I turned it up, I let it in, I felt it in my bones. Sometimes the only way to find yourself is driving blind and all alone. I'm taking the long way home, through every back road, every storm, through cities I don't recognize and strangers unfamiliar eyes. I'm taking the long way home, not running from but growing toward. Every scar and every mile is turning wreckage into style. I'm taking the long way home. Hit Nashville by the evening, slept inside my truck. Met a girl named Caroline who said, "Honey, you need luck." She was waiting tables at a diner off of Route 9. Said I had dreams like yours once too, back in '89. I asked her what went wrong, she laughed and said, "What didn't?" I stopped in Nashville, told myself it was the destination. But life ain't destination, son, it's what you do between the miles you think don't matter, all the ones that shape the dream. I left her $20 and a note that said, "Keep going, even when the light runs out, there's always something glowing." She stood there in the window as I pulled back on the road. Some people plant the seeds in you and never see them grow. Taking the long way home, through every back road, every storm, through cities I don't recognize and strangers unfamiliar eyes. I'm taking the long way home, not running from but growing toward. Every scar and every mile is turning wreckage into style. I'm taking the long way home. Texas hit me like a wall of heat and silence, miles of nothing that somehow felt like violence against the version of myself I thought I'd always be, the small town boy who had it figured out at 17. I pulled off by a canyon in the middle of nowhere, sat on the hood and talked to God, or maybe just the open air. Said, "I don't know if I'm brave or just too scared to turn around." The echo came back empty, but somehow that's a sound I've never heard before, that kind of honest quiet, when the noise inside your head gives up and stops to fight it. I stayed there for an hour, watched the sun go down in flames, and something old burned with it, and I wasn't quite the same. Made it out to California in the middle of December. The ocean didn't fix me, but Lord, it made me remember why I left in the first place. Not to find some magic answer, but to stretch these legs a little wider, move a little freer. I work construction for a while and coffee shops at night. Send mama postcards every week to let her know I'm alright. Met people chasing something too, musicians, painters, wanderers. We were all just trying to make a little meaning from the wandering. And I realized somewhere between the desert and the shore that the journey was the answer I've been looking for. Not a city or a title or a corner office view. The person that the road makes you, it's already you. I'm taking the long way home, through every back road, every storm, through cities I don't recognize, and strangers unfamiliar eyes. I'm taking the long way home, not running from but growing toward. Every scar and every mile is turning wreckage into style. I'm taking the long way home, and home ain't where I started from. It's every hand that pulled me up, it's every empty coffee cup, it's Caroline and her advice, it's Texas heat and sacrifice. It's who I am when no one's there. That's home, and home is everywhere. I'm taking the long way home. Packed my truck at 6 a.m. on a cold October day. Left the keys beneath the mat, didn't have much else to say. Packed my truck at 6 a.m. on a cold October day. Left the keys beneath the mat, didn't have much else to say. I'm packing my truck at 6 a.m. on a cold October day. Left the keys beneath the mat, didn't have much else to say. Mom's